We're going to talk about saved filters and how to use them throughout the building process to only build the products that you want to be published to your final channel or website. So the best way to think about filters is they are compounding. So we start out with just our smallest requirements at the beginning and then get stricter as we go through the process. So the first one we're going to look at is our source inventory filter. We can click on Manage Filters. And this is a common one we see is we only want to pull in products that have images, that have valid ASIN, UPC, or EANs. And we always want to say that they're not currently linked to a product because we don't want to try and rebuild things that are already built. Once we're done with that, we could save it. And then when we apply this, we see that it only pulls in the products that meet our requirements. So now if we were to go ahead and select some of these to build, we know that we're only building the products that we intended to build. When we go to the product catalog level and we look at our filter, another common one, again, we're compounding, is we're just going to double check again that it has at least one image, that these are valid, our ASIN, our EAN, but then maybe we also, because we know we're going to be sending to a specific channel that needs map price, we say map price isn't empty, so it needs to have a map price. And we also, again, want to confirm that it doesn't already have a listing because we don't want to try and rebuild things that we already have. Nothing would happen, but it's just we only want to focus on the new products that we're bringing in into our channel's listing category. So if we save that, we would be able to apply it. I don't have any products built, but that's, again, a common filter that we see at the product level. And then lastly is our channel listings. So this is our final kind of checkpoint before we publish. And I always like to create a filter that really goes through what I wanted to have before it goes to my website. So this is specifically for channel A, and we're going to say this is Amazon. So everything that's going to Amazon needs to have at least one image. It needs to have a valid ASIN, EAN, or UPC. We want to make sure that the current variant quantity is greater than 1. So we don't want to be publishing anything with a quantity of 0. And again, we just want to make sure that it's not currently in a status of listed. So we're publishing new items that aren't currently listed. They have a quantity greater than 1, and they meet all of these requirements. One thing to note with your filters is it's always good to make sure that you're paying attention to variant or parent. With variants, you have the option to put rules on both parent and variant. However, the best way to think about this is I like to say a pair of shoes is, a variant is all of the sizes of the shoe. So, 2 through 10, and the parent is just the type of shoe, say a boot. If we were to say that the quantity down here, the parent quantity can't be 0, then if any of the variants, any of those shoe sizes were 0, it would pull the entire listing down. So again, we don't want to pull everything down because one option or one size isn't available. So it's always good to make sure that when you're setting up your rules, you're paying attention to this column that says variant and parent, and make sure you're building your rules accordingly.